So this word comes up a lot in this video. It's constabulary. Um, I'm definitely butchering it. So this video is about the history of magistrate and police department. Like during the 1700s, they used magistrate. They used other important people within those sub communities to maintain law, protect and preserve human rights to the best of their ability, and the protection of community property and individual property and settling disputes. So police department comes about in British Honduras during the 1900s. Well, nah, 1800s, let's say. The ending of 1800s. So British Honduras had its first constabulary, and it was established in 1886 by a family. I couldn't figure out if the family name was if this was the last name, the title, or the first name. So the family name is Burgess, and they got started with 141 recruits, and these recruit officers or constables were from Barbados, due to the fact that most locals here in the British Honduras territory refused to join. So give a hoot, don't pollute, preserve and beautify this great nation of ours that we call Belize and call home. But during the 1900s, British Honduras established first police officers, and they update their system from the constabulary system. That right there is where the famous Carl Petron is at. There's a woodpecker going at it on the middle. Each time I turn it off, he pecks on it. When I turn it on, he stops. He just did it again. There's another creek right here, seasonal creek, and they finally put in a culvert too. Oh wow. It do holds a lot of water. That looks like it's at least about 2 feet deep once it's filled up. Maybe a little bit more than 2 feet, possibly 3.5. Okay, so this video is like, okay, how do you go about like solving issues and stuff, right? Relying on fellow citizens and law forces, right? Nope. And like get the assistance of fellow citizens, and along with the police department and the judicial system. It's amazing. Somebody put up a little piece back here. It's been a few years since I've been back here. They built this one right here, a nice little home, beautiful. So in 1900s, British Honduras had its first police officers. Later in 1902, it became British Honduras Police Force. started by, or it got started as a paramilitary force, then transitioned to civil police force in 1902 after the Second World War. I mean, the First World War. I'm jumping the gun there. Um, After the First World War, they start recruiting and recognizing how valuable those gentlemen were. So they start recruiting them as police officers. So the first statutory police force was constables, that was founded in Edinburgh in 1611 to police the streets of Edinburgh, that is a part of the Kingdom of Scotland. So Burgos itself is of Norman origin with links to the Barons Burgess parish in Burwash, Sussex, England. Burgess means inhabitant, freeman of fortified town. Then to add to that, it also states that there is a line of the family in Normandy with Simon de Burgess, noted in 1195, or Burgos, or Burgess. My speech impediment is definitely dominating on this one. So like, I'm just making this video. Yes, I'm in nature, but I was trying to capture the essence of like back then, how the place would be developing, or they're trying to expand and grow the place, and like give a hint of the historic aspect of it, and capture the wildness of the environment as well, to like basically transport us back to that era, those different eras when they had, to be out doing their thing. So along with citizens and the police department, and the police department played a critical role in protecting the settlements, and mainly, and it also says along borders, mainly conflict with Maya communities in the Yucatan Peninsula, such as a multitude of them from the Caste War. So they had their hands full there. The police had to maintain order, protect the communities, enforce colonial rule. And it states that as they try to mainly manage the different Maya territories as well, where conflicts persisted the most. So it sounded like it wasn't easy. This is one of the reasons why Cayo district is so beautiful and awesome, due to the fact that it has secondary jungle, rainforest, pine forest, and tons of creeks. Like many creeks dot the landscape. And here's another one that we're stumbling upon. This one has water in it. think if we don't block them off, they would be more than seasonal. They also had to like settle disputes and stuff with freedmen, slave, and freed slaves who were formerly and newly became freed. We do work for like, shares, and comments. Also remember to subscribe to the channel. Feel free to share it as well. We're all trying to enjoy life and make the best out of whatever we have. That's the hospital right there, or clinic. Some people call it hospital, some people call it clinic. Just capturing the beauty of this place, the essence of it. I would say the time right now is about maybe 8 a.m. or close to it, pretty close to it. It's overcast, so it looks much earlier than it actually is, and it's pretty warm. This is to motivate and inspire the police officers to do what is best and right for our community and each individual citizens, but do their job according to the rules and regulations and the laws that is stipulated in our constitution. And it's also for citizens to be mindful that we all have rights to be treated fairly and equally and be judged by the court of law, not by citizens and their fears and frustration. If you assume that someone is guilty and wrong and doing something wrong when they're not, then you're just making an ass of yourself by being presumptuous and making your character become questionable.